Hello, welcome in. I am going to do an angelic message today. Tune into the angelic realm and see what they want to say to us. It is a collective message, it's not personal. So only take what resonates and leave the rest. It's not personal, so not everything's going to hit home. There are some things that you may resonate with, but some details may not be just what you're dealing with. So take it as it resonates to you. So let's see. What do they want to say? Clarity. So they want to offer us some clarity today. Great. We're all for that. Strength. Brilliant. We can all do that. Clarity and strength here. So we're getting stronger here. Home. There's something about we may not have been feeling that way for a while. Inspiration. We may have been feeling a little bit sort of like drained or willpower is there. Drained and not really sort of with it in the same way. We've kind of been feeling a bit animals is here as well. What's that? There's something else there too. What's that? Manifestation. Manifesting. So we may have not been sort of like feeling ourselves for a while, but there's maybe a little bit of a corner turned here. And we may be sort of like starting to see the light a little bit. So it's kind of a feeling of almost like a writer's block. So if we've kind of been feeling like nothing's coming, everything's just the same, there's nothing new on the horizon here, same old thing, no change. There's a corner being turned here. We're starting to see things differently here. So it's almost that feeling of like in winter, like everything's dark. We're heading into autumn now, it's getting darker and stuff, but it's almost like whatever we're experiencing in our lives, we're actually heading into like a spring thing here. Take action. So I kind of feel here that we may have been in like a little bit of a hibernation where it's been like we've been just sort of like lying low here and seeing opportunity. Something's coming in here now. We're starting to see a bigger picture. Abundance, beautiful. Big happy changes. Oh wow. You're ready. Is underneath that. So there's something here. I kind of get this time, this quiet time has been like they've wanted you've been reflecting here. You've been sort of like working on some stuff, and now the change is coming here. Now you're starting to see things take shape. So maybe it's like you've kind of known things are going to change, but you're like, I can't see how this is going to happen. So, what does the angelic realm want us to know? Angels, can you please come in here and give us a message for the collective? What do we need to know here? What is on the horizon? Please and thank you. What do we need to know here? What does the collective need to know? So we might have known there's been things. Look at that, Three of Wands. We've been sitting waiting here. We have known that there's been like something on the horizon, but it's like, when's it coming? Trapped in our heads here and almost trying to wreck our brains, going like, what is this? What is this big thing that's coming in? You felt it. Your intuition has not been wrong. Page of Wands. Incoming communication here. Your intuition has not been wrong. Four of Cups. Waiting, 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 going when. Ace of Cups. When's it coming in? And this Ace of Cups, this is like, not just like love and energy, it's nurturing as well. What's this? Five of Wands. A little bit inner conflict here, I feel. Ace of Swords in reverse. So we may have needed to do a little bit of time out here. So this hibernation stage may have been necessary because we've had to like go within and look at some stuff about ourselves. Some things that have been holding us back here and we've like had to tell ourselves the truth. So it's like the bits that you don't want to see that you kind of brush over and you kind of go, oh, it's not that bad, or you've actually went and done some work on it here. The Two of Swords, the things you've tried to keep hidden, it's owning up to them and going, right, I need to see this about myself. I need to sort of like see why I feel like this all the time, or whatever it is for you. I need to do some work in this. So I feel this hibernation time has been getting you to look at that. Queen of Wands here. Maybe it's just the negative talk. Maybe it's self negative talk. Oh, everybody else, looks better than me. They have a better life than me. It's maybe just that kind of chat you've been working on here. Temperance in reverse. A lack of balance here. There's been a lack of balance. King of Wands. Yeah. Masculine. Look at this. You haven't had your masculine and feminine energies in balance here with each other. They've been out of whack. So this is maybe what this time out has been. This sort of quiet time has been like to like, and under that lovers, like to love yourself, to nourish yourself here, get this balance back in check, or to make it come together. Four of Swords. So it's a deliberate time out. It's not accidental. It's been a deliberate time out here. Moon. Time to nourish you here and get you balanced. There's something big coming. If it hasn't already arrived, it's coming shortly. And this balancing of the masculine and feminine energy was necessary to prepare you to deal with this. Five of Cups. There may have been some like, I don't know, inner grief here that needed to be worked on. Emperor. There may have been a relationship that you walked away from here that was like a divine connection, but it just wasn't the right time. Whether it's twin flame, soulmate, whatever, it wasn't the right time, and you've had to walk away from it, or you had to walk away from it. And you've had this period now of a lull, which has actually been a healing period. So you've learned a lot about yourself here. There's been a lot of inner work done, and you've gained this balance of working on this sort of masculine feminine balance here. And you've grieved as well, or still are grieving. There's an emperor on the board here, so there's somebody you had to walk away from. Like you just had to, it wasn't the right time. Queen of Cups. Someone you had a lot of love for, as I say, I feel it's a divine connection here. It's not easy to walk away from. The World card, you had to end it. And it's coming to terms with that too. That takes time. Anybody who leaves a relationship and goes straight into the next one, all you're doing is inflicting trauma onto somebody else because you haven't dealt with what went on in the relationship before. So you're carrying it on to the next one. So say there was trust issues in the past relationship, you're bringing trust issues into the new relationship, and that new person hasn't done anything. But what you're going to do is you're going to then make them have an issue with trust. because you're going to bang on so much about it that they're going to start going, now I'm paranoid. Hurt people, hurt people. Six of Swords. You need to be on your own to heal properly. Find out things about yourself. If you want to conduct a relationship in a proper, serious way, you need time out. You need to take yourself away. You need to heal. You need to do work on yourself. You need to take accountability for the role you played on things not working out. And then you go into the next relationship with your head screwed on and you go, I remember the mistakes I made here, or I remember the red flags. When I see them, I'm gone. I'm never going to get to the stage where I'm absolutely devastated again. That's not going to happen here. You moved on from this emperor, ended it, it's gone. Now, it may not be gone forever, but for now, it's over. You know that for now, it's over. Here you are, single and abundant. So it's like putting that to bed. It's like you've done your healing and your grieving process for this. Might not be over for either. If it's a divine connection, it's like everything, soulmates can come in for a season or they could be meant to be there for all our lives. Whatever it is here, at this moment in time, that's done. There you are. It's turned you from the Nine of Pentacles to the Empress. This is the healing work that you've done. Very visible. So you've bought yourself into whatever you have learnt from this divine connection that you had to walk away from. The healing work you've done here, the balance in your own masculine feminine energy has turned you into the Empress here. You're now sitting in your full energy. Knight of Cups. Loving of self here. So that's what I sort of said. I felt here there was like this Ace of Cups, and it was like kind of, giving yourself that love. Hierophant. There's been healing work. Healing work's been done. Justice. I've just heard like time served. You've served your time here. Seven of Wands. You've served your time. It's like things are now changing. You've done what we wanted you to do. You've done the work, and now it's time for the reward to come in here. Six of Wands. Whatever this is, it's big happy changes that's coming in. It's public. And what they're coming through and saying is you're going to have to guard yourself here with the Seven of Wands. You're going to have to guard yourself, not and don't allow yourself to be open for anybody coming in, because the big happy changes are going to bring the opportunists. So what they're saying is use your experience from the past relationship. So this Emperor may have taken advantage of you, may have been taken advantage with the Queen of Cups here of your nurture and kindness and your compassion. Be aware now when this sort of comes and blows up that there's not people that come in and try and do that again. So there may be a test here. Just how well have you taken these lessons on board here? Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, King of Pentacles. Somebody's watching you. Somebody is watching you here. My word. My word, counterparts. Is this another soulmate coming in? Or is the past? Somebody's sitting in here with anxiety, but let's see. Seven of Swords, King of Swords. This is where the Seven of Wands is coming into play. There's two masculines sitting on the board here. You have a counterpart, and then you have a King of Swords. So, King of Pentacles could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You're showing up here in that energy too. And then we have a King of Swords, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But you're publicly seen. So this might be the thing. Does the past return? Because somebody's sitting here in anxiety and there's somebody new. And it's like, who's who? Knight of Swords. Somebody's coming rushing in here because they're worried. Have they missed out on an opportunity here? Somebody's worried. Seven of Pentacles under that. Are they too late to invest here? So the other angle of this too is that, was the past person a genuine divine connection or were they a lesson? This might be something that's coming into play now. Can you tell the difference? Because there is a true counterpart coming in here, but there is also a King of Swords. This may not be the past person. You take it as it resonates. This could be just two other masculines coming in now, and one of them is a new divine connection, and one is a trick. You take it as it resonates to you. It'll be different for everyone. It's a collective reading. It's not personal. So you take it as it resonates. There's something here with the Seven of Wands. They're asking you, don't be that Queen of Cups, open, nurturing energy to everybody. Not everybody is going to be coming in with good intentions. And if you're sitting here and you Six of Wands, publicly seen, and the Page of Swords, people are watching you, you will get the opportunists. So be careful here. Okay, angels, give us a card here. Give us a card here to the collective, please. Thank you. Give us some advice. What do they need to know? Whatever healing work and lessons that you have been through here and that you've had the time out and done your healing work, balanced your masculine, feminine energies out, there is massive big changes coming in for you. Courage. Look at that. Blood moon, courage. It takes a lot of courage to sit down and see parts we played and things. Blood moon number 26. And do the healing work around it. Because I mean the Five of Wands is here, so I mean you've had some inner conflicts that you've worked on here, some negative talk. This card brings you courage. You're halfway through your current battle and you have more left in reserve than you think. Be courageous. Humans often struggle with change, but sometimes change is absolutely called for. This may be one of those times. The more you refuse to budge on a situation now, the more painful the outcome may be. Sometimes the brave thing to do is compromise. Keep going and do what it takes, even if you're scared. As long as no one is being harmed, push through and do what you need to do. You're at the end of one cycle and at the start of a new one. What you don't willingly release now, if you know it has to go, could be ripped from you. So release your grip on a situation. The idea of blood is often a frightening image. However, blood is also a giver of life. Without it, we wouldn't last long. Your situation is as it should be. Breathe and then keep going. Additional meanings of this card. Do some shadow work. A change is coming. Don't cling on to the past. A portal of opportunity is opening up, leaving the past behind now for your own good. So I said there you had done grieving work and left the past in the past. You know for now that it's done and dusted here. So if this is this past person trying to come back in again, you know it's not the right time. There's something here that it's like having the courage that even though that you have this connection to this person, it's having the courage to say this isn't right. They're very adamant there about talking about the past. So there's stuff there that it needs to be left there in order to step into the future. So if you resonate with this, I'm going to go to the extended and take a look and see what we don't see coming, any blockages and an outcome, and we'll get some more angelic advice. So if you want to come along, the link will be below.